Archangel Michael says only 10 minutes left. Open it fast. This is about you. This Monday, she will be. Archangel Michael declares there is no time. There are only 10 minutes left to delay this warning before the spiritual door closes for the moment. What is about to happen on Monday concerns your daughter in a way that will shake you to the core. It begins not with thunder or fire, but with silence, a silence that conceals a quivering. The truth is quietly lying in the corners of talks you never heard. A plan has been spoken behind and your daughter is standing at the midst of it. This Monday will not be like any other for her. It is a spiritual crossroads. No one saw it coming, not even those closest to her. A force has been circling her aura, is testing her light, and the moment of confrontation is approaching her. Destiny is going to be tested by someone she greatly trusts. The betrayal is not from an adversary, but by a friend with a nice grin and chilly intents. This buddy has gotten something, such as an offer, message, or threat, and you daughter is the center of it. Type Amen to get blessing 333. There's a gathering. That will happen this Monday. One that appears casual on the surface, yet behind the words there is a secret being communicated as a coded message, which your daughter will hear. Something not meant for her ears, and that moment will change. Everything someone older than her, someone with influence, had. This person has preserved a record of observed behavior and is now monitoring from a distance. Prepared to make a move, they do not want her to rise. They fear the power that is beginning to stir in her. She may feel sudden bewilderment, anxiety, or an instinct to avoid. That gathering is not random, it's divine intuition seeking to safeguard. Do not shrug it off. It is heaven speaking through discomfort. Your daughter was born with a protecting light, but recently that light, another girl about her age, has become a vessel of jealousy and manipulation. She smiles at your daughter, but her heart is burning with plans to bring to receive a blessing. Type Amen. A phone will ring on Monday. Chat will be offered. This call may appear trivial, but it contains depths. Someone will ask her something seeming to be fun, but the response they seek is power. They want to use her. Archangel Michael says he has sent a warrior angel to walk. This angel will speak courage into your daughter's soul and guide her away from traps and fake compassion. The outcome depends on whether she listens to her instincts or gets swept by feelings. There's also a small shiny trinket she'll hold in her palm. That day, that object will evoke a recollection from the past, something that had once brought her fear or heartache. But today that same object will remind her of how far she has come. On Monday, someone from your daughter's school or workplace will say a sentence that sounds like a joke, but it is hidden in that sentence lies a truth and a mission that someone did not mean to communicate. Allowed tape to receive blessing 525. At the foundation of all of this is a deep hidden. The rivalry began months ago when your daughter was complimented in front of the wrong person. That praise sparked a silent fire in another's heart. And now that fire is spreading into destructive judgments. There is also a letter, handwritten or digital. It was supposed to be sent weeks ago, but it was buried. That letter contains praise and recognition of your daughter's achievements, but someone close to her prevented it. From being delivered, a delay is going to come undone. Watch her eyes on Monday. Nightfall, you will witness the moment she learns the truth. It will flash in her gaze, and she may not say anything. Her spirit will quake. Let her process in silence before giving her opportunity to speak. Archangel Michael declares, one woman is holding a secret concerning your daughter. This woman knows something and is terrified that you will uncover her involvement. She is older and respected, yet her mask is slipping. Type Amen to receive blessing. 616. On Monday, a family name will be mentioned, yours. It will be said in both admiration and mockery, depending on who's saying. Don't overlook this. It shows who stands with your daughter and merely pretends that a shift will occur on Monday. Within her soul, she will either move into the next level or stumble because of deception. You must guide her with soft strength rather than control. Ask her to trust her voice. A blue object will come into her possession. It will not mean anything initially, but later it will disclose a connection to someone she believed she had forgotten. That person is going to return. With either healing or mayhem in their hands, someone will try to convince her to say yes to something too quickly. Tell her to pause. A hurried yes could be the opening door to an emotional trap that is difficult to reverse. Type Amen to gain blessing. 777. That day, someone will mention traveling, relocating, or leaving isn't random. A strategy is being created to separate her from a safe environment. Heaven is setting invisible blocks to delay it. Someone is also attempting to use it. They believe that by influencing her, they would be able to come closer to you. Affect your judgments. Archangel Michael is monitoring this game and prepares to strike it. Before the day closes, she'll see a number repeated 3 times. This number will be a holy code. A signal that Archangel Michael is present to pronounce protection over. When she sees it, one woman will be extremely friendly to her. Monday, too kind. This is the one to watch because beneath that compassion lurks a different face. Jealousy coupled with imitation and manipulation. Type Amen to receive blessing. 848. An envelope is held in a closed area, such as a drawer or digital vault. It contains a chance made for your daughter's scholarship job offer. Acknowledgement, but someone is attempting to delay it so that she does not receive it this Monday. Truth will meet timing if she is in the appropriate spot. Saying the correct word opens a door that changes everything, yet if she remains silent or raced, that door might close for now. Common to claim her safety. Now vow over her that no force shall block her light. Your voice matters. Preserving her fate, there is an older male figure someone trusted who has been noticing your daughter's genius quietly. He is preparing something honorable but has been interrupted by office politics or family pressure. You will try again on Monday. To receive 999 Archangel Michael's blessing, type Amen. There are forces who think they can affect your daughter's choices with terror. However, they are about to see what happens when a soul is divinely protected. The trap they plan will their own mirror a familiar place, such as a hallway, corridor, or stairway become the spot where something tiny yet powerful happens, a statement that feels like in that moment, your daughter will feel divine clarity. There is a paper being fabricated or distorted regarding her name. A rectification will come, however, before attempting any damage. This is the time to speak spiritual power over her. She should not sign or consent to something she doesn't completely comprehend. This Monday, even if it appears favorable, let her wait. A disguised pause can attach her to remorse. Type Amen to receive. Blessed 3333. Someone has taken her picture recently, and not carelessly. The image was provided to someone else who is analyzing her energy style and posture. Their purpose is not aberration, it is strategy. This Monday, she will smell a scent that reminds her of someone from her youth, and that person is about to reappear in some way, physical, digital, or emotional. What they bring will challenge her. A text or message she sends will be screenshot, and that image will be utilized in discourse to alter her intentions. She should be cautious about. Archangel Michael reveals her dreams on Sunday night will carry warnings. Symbols like as fire and water help her write down any falling or unusual hands, which are prophetic. Type Amen to receive. Blessed 4444. If you want to express your gratitude even further, you may do so by contributing up to $120. Archangel Michael states, she is being both heaven and those who envy her are watching, but only one force has final word, divine justice. Your prayers will stand as her invisible armor. Let this Monday be a day of clarity rather than turmoil. Do not panic. Prepare to speak favor, guidance, and protection over her before she leaves. Her footsteps will resonate louder than normal that day, spiritually speaking. Each step will be counted and protected. You must believe this even when the world wants to make you forget. Type A mails to receive blessings. 555. Heaven will not delay justice any longer. Error attackers may arrive with smiles, but the truth will disclose them soon enough, and when it does, the divine your daughter is about to learn the difference between false and the curtain rises, and all secret performances will be exposed. She will walk out of this feeble transition. Hold her hand through this spiritual presence. You don't have to fight the war, just cover her with prayer and watch as heaven takes the lead. She is not alone. As this Monday arrives, for indicators of repeating numbers, flickering lights, abrupt chills, and forceful impulses, these are not random, they are clues that Archangel Michael is already there. Type Amen in to get blessings. 6116. Archangel Michael states, the ultimate. Even as you read this, the hours preceding Monday are already humming with divine energy. Battle lines are developing between light and manipulation. Truth and falsehood. Your daughter is entering into a domain of revelation. The woman who formerly smiled gracefully at your family has turned her face behind closed doors. She is in communication with someone else right now, offering them warped truths, and they mistrust your daughter's strength. A conversation will come to light coming Monday, bringing with it a storm. Confessions. You may notice your daughter feeling weary the night before. This is not emotional. Spiritual warfare is draining her energy. Wrap her in light and words of strength. Because even if she doesn't say it, she is still sincerely concerned. Before sunrise Monday, there will be an energy change. You could feel it yourself. A sense of urgency, a flicker in the atmosphere. Tightening in your chest, that is heaven preparing the angels and sending the first signal to protect your journey. Type Amen to acquire blessed 7171. An offer could come wrapped in gold. Too good to be true. A promise of opportunity may be made to her through someone whose purpose is greed, not growth. This temptation will appear as a breakthrough, but it hides a trap. Tell her that not every door is heavenly. Some doors are constructed to look inviting and then lock behind her. Archangel Michael will encourage her intuition, and she must heed when something feels off. There's also a male peer who has building trust with your daughter, but his motive is not pure. He is carrying the sentiments of rejection from someone else, and now he's directing those onto you. Daughter, he want to ask her something on Monday that seems personal but his. Behind the scenes, a digital account is manipulated rather than connected. Someone is compiling what they see from her tales, likes, and internet presence. However, heaven watches everything, and before they act, their conspiracy will be prevented. Type Amen to receive blessing 88. This is more than just one day. It's about breaking cycles that your daughter has unconsciously repeated. An ancestral pattern linked to betrayal by intimate friends. Monday signifies the spiritual cut. Off point for that curse. A mirror may crack. A glass may fall, or a bracelet may snap that day. That is not a coincidence. That is the energy. Pay attention to every accident as the shift physically manifests itself. Because it will show what needs care. A lady masking her intentions may attempt to. Your daughter may use language like, "I did so much for you," or your daughter owes no wonder peace, joy, or there can also a financial relationship being hidden in a transaction or gift was supposed to go to your daughter but was misdirected. Monday is when this cover-up begins to disintegrate. Type Amen to receive blessed 9190. A location will appear repeatedly in conversation. Possibly a cafe. A classroom is a building's corner. Something essential will be heard, seen, or experienced there, such as a password or name. Your daughter's name, which she had forgotten, will suddenly come back to her from the past. Whether for closure or rekindling, this link must be handled with sensitivity. The same Monday, one woman will try to compliment your daughter, but the remarks will feel empty. This is because they did not let your daughter trust her gut. Archangel Michael advises, there is an important note that will be passed either physically or digitally. Your daughter may ignore it at first, yet that message has more truth than anyone thinks. Type Amen to receive blessing 1001. Your daughter is going into a sacred window of decision. What she picks and where she stands, and who she feels will chart the route for the next 7 months. Encourage her to slow down and listen to her own knowledge. Someone will send a message that to appear encouraging, yet hidden in its tone is a sense of control. Your daughter must know when support comes with strings. A man has already spoken against her behind closed doors, but guilt is starting to creep. On Monday, he may attempt to make amends, and your daughter must decide whether his words reflect his prior behavior, and there is a time of courage approaching. Your daughter will stand. Heaven sees silent courage, and it will not go unrewarded. Type Amen to acquire blessing 330. There will be a forgotten object she comes upon, a artwork, an old ID, or a bracelet. That object will rekindle something she once cherished, and it will someone is writing something down about her, possibly in a journal, report, or even a private message. They are attempting to capture her essence without her permission. Your daughter may hear her name spoken when no one is there. Don't be afraid, this is not superstition. It is the whisper of angels keeping her vigilant. She may also dream of water on Sunday. Still water at night represents serenity before change, whereas stormy water represents emotion. Release either way. Urge her to write it down. Tap a design to receive blessings. 1212. If she picks well on Monday, everything changes. This is the moment she begins. Her gifts will grow stronger, and the transition will be more than she expected. Heaven will begin speaking louder through her. She will stroll past someone who gives her shivers. That is not paranoia, it is insight. The individual may be smiling. However, their intents are sharp. Her favorite music may suddenly feel heavy. That's because energy is moving, and even joy may take on a new. Don't worry, it will be stabilized by a knife. A photo she forgot about appear in a stream or be given to her. That image will provide clarity about something she questioned months ago. That I paid a man to receive blessing 888. Monday marks the intersection of fate and faith. Everything you've hoped for her will. Every unsaid safeguard you've requested will come to the surface. Activation. Even if the day begins normally, don't let your guard down. Most spiritual warfare wears the mask of regularity. However, the signs will be loud if you choose to hear them. One woman will attempt to touch your daughter's shoulder. Holding her hand or hugging her for too long is because she is attempting to read her energies. Archangel Michael will halt any spread of negativity as the sun sets on Monday. Daughter will feel lighter. Relinquished a weight and chain. A silence. Type in to receive blessing 1177. And now is your time to stand with her in silence or in strength, whether by words or presence. She will remember who stood by her on this day. Stay for life. Let her stroll with the protection of your voice. Say her name aloud in prayer. Cover her in clarity before she enters the unknown, and when Monday ends, do not inquire. Let her rest. She just passed a spiritual exam. Few understand. You may see her cry or not. Don't force her. Soul will be. Tap is supposed to receive blessings in ways that she does not yet understand. 4747. Archangel Michael states, you have been chosen to protect someone. That is not an accident, it is a sacred task passed Offered you by heaven. What she faces on Monday will awaken something that has been sleeping for years inside her. She will emerge stronger, more discerning, and more connected. Celebrate her survival, not just her. Success this Monday is not about winning or losing, but about heavenly exposure. Truth rising to the surface, and light engulfing what was hidden in darkness. Stand steady. Speak blessings. Light a candle and remember she journeys not alone. Type Amen to get blessing 369. Archangel Michael states, this period is not done. The spiritual chapters of your daughter's fate is still turning, and this Monday is not the end, but rather gate A. Gate that opens into a future meticulously guarded but nearly compromised by those with hidden motivations. There is a second woman who is silent and distant. Calculated, she pretends to be a mentor or watcher, but she keeps secrets tied to your daughter's progress. Your silence is not tranquility, it is planning. This woman has been delaying something. A recommendation, a signature. She believes that if your daughter succeeds, her own influence will dim. Monday is the day this barrier begins to crumble. A document will resurface, a form, an email or a message she thought had vanished, but it will resurface. Does your daughter's name will shine again as it was meant to pape? Blessing 5454. There is an exact time of 3:14 p.m. On Monday, an unexpected encounter is destined. At that very time, she'll cross paths with someone carrying either a question or a warning. Tell her to stay. With the clock nearing the time, the truth may try to appear quietly disguised as a jest or slip of the tongue, but truth has its own schedule. And this Monday, it refuses to stay buried. It will roll like thunder in chat. She didn't anticipate something inside her to feel like it's changing, like a gear unlocking. After years, her soul remembers who she is, regardless of opinions, envy, or condemnation. Her brightness is returning, and no force can obscure it any longer. One person will take offense at her confidence that day. Let her not drink. That offense is not her responsibility. It is a mirror that reveals someone else's worry. Type a man to get blessed 440. On Monday, the door will truly creak open at an odd time. It might be during schoolwork or even at home. The sound is not only wood or hinges. It is a signal to pay attention. In a corner of a room she will sit. There will be an item, a notebook, a snapshot, or even a plant that appears little but carries a message, a spiritual code that only her heart can understand. She may feel like leaving early, cutting things short and stepping away. If so, suborder that yearning is not laziness, but the divine whispering exit. Now, one individual will pretend to forget something vital to her. Forgetfulness is not innocent. It is a passive attempt to diminish her worth. She must reclaim her voice. Apology. Type in to get blessing 2020. The Archangel Michael declares, a stranger will act with exceptional care for your daughter, but this stranger is an angel in disguise, sent to remind her of her worth in a world full with false masks. She will know by the warmth that lingers. A password or code she forgot will return to her head. This is not random. That piece of information is linked to something powerful that needs to be awakened. She may have goosebumps for no, these are not health concerns. Our spiritual indicators ask her to listen. A buddy from the past may send her a message out of nowhere. Their return is not casual, they bring either a blessing or a distraction, and she must choose. Type A males to receive blessing 660. As she sleeps Monday night, she may dream of climbing, sprinting, or soaring. These aren't dreams. She passed the test, her soul is rising, and her or will shine brighter after. This day, sensitive folks will notice it first. They'll say she appears different, or however, the radiance is divine protection manifesting itself in layers. Someone may tell her, "You've changed it." And she must answer, "Yes, I have." Because that transformation is not rebellion but revelation, she will be inclined to disbelieve what she felt, to reject the signs, but you must remind her heaven does not speak without reason. The signs were provided because her time has come. Type Amen to receive blessed 4747. There will be a message in music. She hears a lyric, a stanza, a melody. It will speak to her deeper than anything else that day. That's what the angels use. Resonance to anchor her soul. Even Monday's weather will, a sudden wind, a cloud, and a blast of sunlight are all coordinated by the divine forces looking over her stroll. Archangel Michael tells her voice carries more authority now. If she speaks it, it manifests. If she declares it, it roots herself into the soil of her future. There is a number she should look out for. 27. Whether in dates, signs, or digital codes, that number is a holy indication. Breakthrough place just for her. Tip is meant to receive benefit 77. Someone may try to play the victim to force her into silence, but your daughter is no longer someone who succumbs to emotional blackmail. This Monday, she will walk a spine of truth and a crown of clarity, even if tears fall. Tears are not weakness, they are liberation, they are sacred rainstorms delivered. To purify her soul, she will move away from someone or something, possibly the group may have a title, but it will not be desire. Liberty, and the one who laughed behind your back will stumble over their own lies. Not by retaliation, but through the silent justice of truth exposing itself. Type Amen to receive a blessing. 8181. When she shuts her eyes Monday night, she won't feel, she will find tranquility, but only after walking through an invisible inferno and emerging dazzling. Her name will be spoken by someone important that day, someone in authority, and how it's said will change. The spirit of the entire room will be quiet following a truth. Not awkward silence, but divine stillness, the kind that occurs when masks crumble and souls are exposed. A butterfly, a feather, and a coin, something will cross her path that day. It will be a divine symbol, a reminder that she never has never been and will never be alone. Tape made to receive blessing 9090. You may hear her chuckle unexpectedly after a tough period. This laugh is not her spirit recognizes you, even if her head hasn't caught up. Yet Archangel Michael claims she was born for this. Born to be tested, born to shine, and to transmute every shade into strength. This Monday may not begin with thunder, but it will finish with revelation. What was hidden will be disclosed, but with a block. When the stars rise that night, a new chapter will begin. Begin one that no opponent can disrupt, one that only God can have written. Type Amen to acquire blessing 1. If you want to express your support more, you have the chance to give special gratitude with payments of up to $120. She is protected, she is Jodan, and he is rising.